And this was an eternal damnation Kelvin never recovered from.
In his city, Kelvin was not just a drummer. He was a phenomenon, a movement, a name that echoed through churches, concerts, crusades, rehearsals, and late-night conversations among musicians. When Kelvin touched the drums, people stopped talking. His strokes were sharp. His timing was terrifying. His transitions were clean. His rolls felt like thunder, wrapped in precision. People used to say, when Kelvin is on the drums, even the atmosphere shifts. And honestly, they weren't lying. Every major choir wanted Kelvin. Every music director wanted Kelvin. Every event organizer wanted Kelvin. At a very young age, Kelvin became one of the most booked drummers in his province. Money was flowing. Gig after gig. Travel after travel. Honorarium after honorarium. But Kelvin had a dangerous addiction. Not drugs. Not alcohol. Not women. Kelvin was addicted to appearance. To luxury. To looking rich. To intimidating people with fashion. To Kelvin, success was measured by designer jackets, expensive sneakers, luxury wristwatches, perfumes, and expensive photo shoots. Every payment Kelvin received disappeared almost immediately into boutiques and fashion stores. And the worst part, Kelvin loved making other musicians feel small. Whenever he attended events where many musicians gathered, he intentionally overdressed. He wanted his appearance to silence the room before his drumming even began. He wanted struggling musicians to feel intimidated. He wanted people to look at his clothes and assume he had made it. Sometimes younger musicians admired him, not knowing Kelvin himself was financially empty. Completely empty. No savings. No investments. No emergency funds. Nothing. Just clothes. Just pictures. Just appearance. Now here was the painful irony. Kelvin attended one of the most influential churches in the country. A church filled with senators, businessmen, tech founders, and influential people. The kind of environment where one genuine relationship could completely transform somebody's destiny. But Kelvin never paid attention to opportunities. He only cared about the next payment, the next shoe, the next outfit, the next wristwatch, the next picture, while others were learning skills, building connections, and preparing for the future. Kelvin was busy building an image. And slowly, without realizing it, he was preparing himself for destruction. Years passed. Age increased. Responsibilities increased. And reality slowly began knocking on Kelvin's door. Then one day, a life-changing announcement was made in church. A group of young people would be sponsored for an international cybersecurity training program abroad. Accommodation covered. Training covered. International exposure covered. And after the training, participants would be connected to jobs paying in dollars, real money, life-changing money. Because Kelvin had always been active in church, his name was selected. That day, Kelvin almost cried from excitement. The pastor even supported some initial logistics financially because he genuinely believed in Kelvin. But Kelvin made the greatest mistake of his life.